Hey everybody, I'm here with a very quick tutorial guide on how to use cork grease on your saxophone neck. This is going to work with any saxophone that you have, so it doesn't really matter what you have in your hands. This will work for pretty much everything that you are going to play. It's a really quick and simple process, so let me show you how we do this. It's not very complicated. Obviously, you're going to need your neck and your cork grease, and the brand doesn't matter either because they all pretty much do the same thing. But just like chapstick or anything like that, you just want to roll a little bit out so that you're not smushing it when you put your cap back on. And then with your neck, what I like to do is I like to work in just small strips. So I'll take my cork grease and just go very lightly down the cork and then rotate the neck as I go. So I'm just doing small, if I get my camera to focus here, small lines all the way around. Okay, so you don't need to take your neck and grease the entire thing unless it's really, really dry and the cork is thick and it's really hard to jam your mouthpiece on. In that case, it would be okay to get a good coat of cork grease on the whole thing. But in this case, my cork's doing decent because I use cork grease fairly often, so the condition is pretty decent. But for general purposes, I'm gonna keep it in small strips like that, okay? And then what I do is I'm going to take the mouthpiece and I'm going to grab it in a way that I'm not going to twist anything, or excuse me, bend anything as I'm twisting. And I'm just going to gently rock it on like that. And my mouthpiece glides on pretty decent. I don't know if this will be able to get picked up here in the camera because it's having a hard time focusing, but you can kind of see there it's building up on the edge. And that's okay. So in this case, what I like to do is I will take the mouthpiece off and then I will take my finger and I'll just rub the rest of that in. And if you get any cork grease that builds up onto your mouthpiece like that, you can just wipe that off with your finger. And I like to rub that in too, so I'm not like wasting any cork grease. Then with the tissue, you just wipe your finger off and dispose of that. And then same process here, twist the mouthpiece on. And now our cork is nice and greased up. The idea with this is that you want to easily be able to put on your mouthpiece, slide it around if you need to tune, and then take it off. So this is why cork grease is really important to use. If it's hard to put on your mouthpiece, it's really easy to either damage the neck by twisting something, like you can damage your octave mechanism. You can also slide your ligature off, and then that moves your reed, which sometimes scratches the table of your mouthpiece, and that's big time damage. You really don't want that. You can also damage the cork if you're not using cork grease. This can actually deteriorate with age, and that will fall apart, and then it's impossible to put your mouthpiece on because you don't have a cork on your neck. So I always recommend using some cork grease. It's really important to keep your neck in shape, keep your equipment in good condition, and all it takes is just that 30 seconds to apply some cork grease. So there you go. I hope that helps. It's a simple process, and it will help keep your gear in as good of shape as possible. Thanks for stopping by.